back.
Check, check, check. Guess what? We're outside.
We are outside. It is officially nice out.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, man.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, you hear the birds, the trees. They're starting to bud on the trees.
They are.
I was talking to Mike last night, and I'm like, does it feel like it's been a really long time since there's been leaves on the trees? Like 2 years?
It does.
Yeah.
This was a harder winter than most winters in recent memory.
Yeah.
When we were kids, I think they were a lot harder, but the last 10 years have been relatively easy around here.
Yeah. One day it's like one time it'll snow like crazy, where everything gets shut down, and then it melts within like 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
And this winter was, we had a bunch of snowfalls this winter.
Yeah, there was all ice. It was terrible.
It was tons of ice. It was especially cold. We had 36 straight days of under 18 degrees, I saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which used to be what it was. I mean, that's what built character. A couple of summers off or whatever, we fucking got soft.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Well, this one toughened us back up. So we're ready to fight again.
So, all right, in the local news, that house that has always been rumored to be Tom Selleck's house.
Yes.
Did you hear about this?
I did.
Yeah, I haven't seen it or I've been... You know what I mean?
It burned the fuck down.
It's gone. There's like that big white house. So
yeah,
on
with
the
giant pillars.
Yes, on the other side of the river from us, there's always been this big white house with giant pillar, very fucking presidential looking fucking place.
Very presidential looking.
And it was always rumored that it was Tom Selleck's house.
Always rumored that.
Why?
Since I was a little kid.
Really?
Yes. Magnum PI lives in that house. I remember being on the boat when I was like less than a teenager, and people being like, "That's Magnum PI's house."
Why?
I don't know.
Nobody
but it
knows
wasn't.
It's not at all. He's got not even ever looked at it. Why? Why the fuck?
You know how this town is, man. Somebody starts a little rumor and fucking... So I saw this thing just recently, and this is a perfect example of what we're talking about right now. 5 people are sitting at a bar. They're all friends. They all have a buzz. Somebody tells the first one a secret. This is just this little scientific experiment. Yeah. By the time they got to the 5th person, the story was completely different.
Yep.
It's 5 friends sitting at a bar.
It's a telephone game.
It's crazy, like what will actually happen. Mm-hmm. Like how much the story can change in just 5 people, let alone a whole goddamn town.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. Like you when you were, there was many business maybes. Maybe like definitely, hey, I'm exploring these ideas. Right before we turn the microphones on, you're talking about ideas you're having. We're always having ideas.
We always have ideas.
And then there's one idea, and you kind of like explore it for a little bit. And then I'll hear from like a 10th person over, I run into it tops.
Yeah.
Remember you're talking about bandanas. Yeah. And then it becomes like, Chris is starting a bandana company. They're going to start printing bandanas.
Yeah.
So, like, I think you might have gotten confused in there.
There might be a little confusion in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was. I had bought it for quite some time that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
So that was funny. Like there was a lot of people coming up to me saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you bought that place. It's amazing. When are you opening?" I still have people walking up to me at the Griffin, and they're being like, "Oh my God, you bought bandanas and you work here too?"
Yeah, just for the love of the game.
I'm like, hey man, I got to get around.
Yeah. So Tom Selleck, all these celebrities had their houses burned in the Pasadena or whatever. In the Pacific Palisades, that's what it was.
Yes.
And his burned down here.
Uh-huh.
All that far away, the Hollywood still got you, I guess.
Still
the
got
Hollywood
him.
cabal.
Yeah.
So for some, we don't know why it was thought to be Tom Selleck's house.
No.
But it
no
burned
idea.
down. I haven't like peeked over the fucking river and seen it.
It like really burned down.
Yeah.
Like I don't
that would have
think
been
you can
quite
even
a
see it.
sight to see from the other side of the river. That's
I
terrible.
guess it was something. I didn't see it either, but I guess that it was really ablaze.
Yeah. Jesus.
So I don't know. Tom's getting older now, so he must not have needed such a big house anymore.
He's on like, he's always on like fucking daytime Fox News or something, trying to like sell fucking silver to my parents or something. You know what I mean? Like he's on one of those commercials.
He's 78 years old.
Yeah, shout out Tom Selleck.
We looked it up just because his house burned down. But Magnum PI, the original.
That's really funny that's like the rumor. So I fucking was told that, all right, William Fichtner, the actor, he was the bank manager in The Dark Knight at the beginning when the Joker and all them robbed the bank, and he's like, why do you believe in this town that used to have criminals that believed in something, blah, blah, blah. You know the guy. If you look him up, you know him. He's in a whole bunch of shit. He's in The Longest Yard or something.
All right.
He is from Buffalo.
Oh, wow.
He's from like Batavia or something.
No kidding.
He's from around here.
Yeah.
And then I was told that he was at one of our Pearl Street shows.
Really?
We were doing a gig. We were a Sequelibrium gig, and this dude Vince was like, "Hey man, the bank manager from The Dark Knight was at your last show." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I saw William Fichtner at Pearl Street at your show, fucking hammered, like rocking out." I'm like,
no, that's
what?
awesome.
I was like, dude, I would have spotted him.
Yeah.
Like where we are is you see everybody. Maybe,
Sure.
well, he probably came in the back. He's a celebrity. He just
Yeah,
doesn't come in the
true.
front door. I don't know. That's fucking hilarious, though.
That's
that
pretty
he was
cool.
like all hammered, and maybe he went to the Sabres game. It was after a game. Probably
Could have been.
Got all banged
If
up.
he's from here.
Came there for a nightcap, trying
Yeah.
to get some fucking towny hose.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, "What's up, baby?"
You know me from The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
How about we have a Dark Knight?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was told. I didn't see him.
Right.
So
Could've
hopefully he was. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. He could have been. Could have been there.
So what has been going on in the world of Captain? How's the
Not
Griffin
much.
treating you?
The Griffin's treating me well. Funny story. I got 2 calls this week, and they're like, "Yeah, Eddie. Eddie told me to give you a call about booking bands," and I'm like, "He did."
Nice.
I was like, "Okay." So I call Eddie, and he's like, "God, he goes, how things change." He's laughing, and he goes, "Listen, man," he goes, "I'm not going to tell you no." He goes, "But we still haven't had that big boy talk yet about like how much I'm going to be paying you and stuff for doing this kind of thing." So, he goes, "We're getting to that." He goes, I got a bunch of work to do still down there." He goes, "So, just put these guys on hold for a little bit." I
Talking
was
about
like,
the Youngstown one?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down. I want you to start doing that because I'm the guy sitting across from you.
I know.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
got the in. We got the ultimate in.
You do. So, I will be doing that sometime soon.
That'll be cool. Me and Kenny will come out. So me and Ken did, he's got his like upright drum set, and I was doing acoustic stuff, and we played Kate's mom's birthday party,
Yep.
which was a blast. That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah.
Sang Happy Birthday, and then played Sweet Caroline. Everyone starts singing along.
Oh, nice.
You know what's really funny
That's great.
is like you can hear it. I recorded it too. You can hear it. Like everyone's ba ba ba. And by the time you get
Oh,
like
yeah.
to the third chorus, no one's ba 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 anymore.
No.
It's like they really go hard on the first
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
and then they're
Lose
like,
all the
all right,
steam.
yeah, like all right, we got it. We're done.
We did the bop bop bop. Right?
Yeah. We're
That's
really
so
good
funny.
for one bop. Then the second bop bop ba is kind of half the people, and then the third one it's just me.
It's just me. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, me and Ken did 420 Easter Sunday too at the jug, and it was a good time, man. There was a good amount of people out for an Easter Sunday. I was like, hey, this might be a intimate event, but I think a lot of people did brunch and then went to the jug to get all hammered and smoke weed because it was 420.
So we had 400 people for brunch.
Wow, yeah, you guys probably did big, yeah.
I did the brunch, and it was fantastic. We had 400 reservations, and it was busy the whole time. It was really good. I've never made that many mimosas in my life.
Yeah.
Never. But it was cool. It was easy. We were set up well for it. So here's a shout out to all my bosses and coworkers,
Yeah.
because everybody killed it.
Colleagues.
Yeah, everyone killed it. We were well prepared. I was really happy.
Yeah, that's a big operation over there. It's a
It
big
is.
ass fucking building.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And we're making a lot of fancy stuff over there. But
Yeah.
believe me. So if anybody ever wants to come down, I'll be behind the bar like 2 or 3 days a week, and I officially will be behind the bar every Sunday at the brewery in Youngstown now.
Cool. Taking the Sundays.
So now everyone knows at least one of my shifts,
Yeah.
so that people can stop asking.
Yeah. You got to publish yours. Like, we have to publish our gigs. Like, you have to publish your schedule.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know how many people are like, "Can't you just put it out on Facebook every week?" I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not that guy.
Yeah,
You know, I'm just
I hear
not. I mean, I know I'm sitting here talking to all of you on a podcast and saying
That's
I'm not
different.
that guy.
That's different. This is fun. This is silly fun times.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's why we do this, because this is a more fun way to promote our shit than fucking
It is.
typing a thing that everyone's going to scroll past, I guess,
Yeah.
At least we're making some chuckles out of it.
Yeah, at least for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be down at the Griffin a lot this summer. I got a few different gigs with different bands, and that's such a cool place to play. And we were talking about it one day. We were down there. There was a fucking crazy sunset. Biv was playing. Charlie and Cheryl pulled their boat up to they got their spot.
Nice.
The dock is right there, and they set up the cornhole. It was like a festival. It's like,
Oh, that's great.
Me and all my friends in our band just took over this part of the town.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if we came down here with all our gear and started playing, the cops would show up and be like,
Right.
what are you doing? And
Yeah.
now it's like people are clapping and paying us. It's fucking, Like it's a lucky thing to be able to do. So I'm like, it's fucking not a bad way to spend a fucking Sunday, man.
No, it's not. It's great.
Looking out now, the view is forever changed. Now we're looking at what used to be Tom Selleck's house.
I know.
I wonder if he got any like a basket of flowers or something
probably.
from people from William Fickner who's from here, and he thinks he's like, I always thought that was your house.
Yeah, he might have.
I keep getting condolences and shit.
You guys, I don't have a house on the Niagara River. I just don't have one.
God damn, we gotta trace who that's. Now the new mission of this show is to trace why the fuck that started, because I've always thought that too.
And the other mission of the show is when it starts to rebuild, whose house is it?
Yeah.
Because we'll let you guys know whose house it really is. But we'll tell you that it is. But I had a great Easter Sunday too. So I did the brunch, and then we went to Kate and Chris's because they are my cousins now. Because my cousin Laura married Kate's brother Rory. So,
cool.
My grandma came. My grandma had 3 margaritas.
Really?
She hasn't drank in like over probably 15 years.
Wow.
She had 3 margaritas. I don't know if she knew there was booze in them.
Oh shit.
So that was great.
Knowing the stories I've heard from your grandma, I'm sure the fucking she'd start flapping the gums a little bit, saying some really silly shit.
Oh, she wasn't though. She was really quiet. I don't know.
Interesting.
It was interesting. It
Just
was
mellowed her out.
Yeah, maybe. But we had a great time. They made margaritas all day, and they did a Mexican theme. So there was like shaved beef burritos, and they were like hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Chris said, he's like, I warned Kate. Like, he goes, listen, I'm just letting you know, all the ingredients I'm putting this that you're telling me to are hot. So these are going to be hot. And they were hot, but they were delicious. And then they did like pulled pork ones, and they had refried beans, Mexican rice, like the whole nine. Nice. It was everything. Cilantro, pickled onions, regular onions, tomatoes, like guacamole. Like that was a great spread.
Nice.
So kudos to you guys for throwing another great little party at your house.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My sister did brunch, and they had they were making it's essentially a corn dog.
Yeah.
But it's like a sausage, and it's wrapped in like pancake.
Okay.
Like, and one of them was French toast.
Okay.
And I'm like, how the fuck did you make these? And then he opens the freezer and pulls out the box. He's like, I was like, oh man, I was like, this is a little fucking clever little thing. But it's like, that's the kids. It's for the kids.
Sure.
Kids will all eat that.
Sure.
But not a bad fucking late night snack. I think I might grab a box, throw them in a freezer. When you get back from a gig and everything's fucking closed and it's 2 a.m. and you open the freezer and you forget that you had an Amy's Pizza, or
sure.
Oh, it's like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction, like the
exactly.
lights up. Oh,
yeah,
oh yes, thank fucking God.
I'll tell you one, the number one late night thing, because I do all the cooking at night. After, like when the kitchen closes at 10, if anyone has to order, they order off the pub menu, and we've got about 13 or 14 different things on there. But the one thing that sells like crazy is grilled cheese bites.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh
That's
my God,
fucking
people just are like, you got the grilled cheese bites? I'm like, I do. You got the tomato aioli? Sure do. Oh my God, I'll take two orders. I'm like, all right, you got it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good late night one.
Dude, they're great.
Fucking so you got like fryers, like a hot plate type thing, like a
Just
pub
fryers.
menu. Yeah, just fryers.
Yep, that's all I do.
Emily and Steve were at Stevie Buckets, you call them. They were like, Dano, we were talking about Dano, and they're like, he has an incredible internal clock. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you put in an order of chicken wings, and he drops it, and as you're pulling him out of the fryer, you turn, and he's there, like, ready for it.
Yeah.
Like, he has, and you worked with him.
Yeah.
Is this true? He has a good, like, he's good, in the system, in the time.
For probably 15 years, he's been the Friday night wing guy at his parents' place, the Saddle Sportsman's Club.
Okay, so he's got it locked on wings, he's got an internal clock for wings.
There's no doubt about it.
Nice.
But yeah, he's been doing that for as long as I can remember him, and I've known him for definitely over 10 or 12 years, and he's been doing that every Friday night since God knows when.
Yeah. Rolling the dice on Wednesdays, dropping the wings on Fridays.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a special boy.
Yeah. All right, we got to start betting. I can't believe this hasn't been a thing. So Dano sings Roll the Dice every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then he's got these big fuzzy dice that he rolls.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, the fuck is that?
Oh. I heard it.
I'm like, dude, you fucking love gambling. how the fuck are we not like have a point? Like, how are we not betting on you rolling the fucking dice every week?
Yeah.
And the first we were like, yeah, it's a great idea. Smidge is like, I think he's gonna roll a 7, and then he rolled a 7 that night. So if we went on it, Smidge would have made some money.
Yeah.
And then he rolled snake eyes like the next week.
Wow.
But no one's. I'm not going to deal with it, but someone should.
Someone should.
Someone should go around.
I can't believe Dano hasn't
take
done
the
it.
money and fucking everyone throw in a little bit and
Dano
guess.
gets a vig.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm saying like, do we got to get the gaming commission to come like weigh the little fuzzy dice and like
No,
put them on
maybe.
one of those spinny things like
Yeah.
De Niro in Casino
Right.
and like check his fuzzy dice to make sure they're regulation.
I don't know. This sign seems a little heavy. You're gonna get a 3 more often than anything else on this die. Okay.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Google Tom Selleck. I mean, what's the other side? Is still like Niagara something on the other side of the river.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tom Selleck
I
house.
was on Niagara River.
I mean, I'm saying like I don't know what they're specifically where that house is. I don't know what that town.
Me neither.
Tom Selleck house, Niagara River. Well, there's Tom Selleck, Hawaii.
Well,
He's in Ventura, California.
that's where he lives?
Yeah, and that doesn't say anything about nothing.
No, nothing.
House fire in Queenstown. Wait,
Oh, there it is.
hold on. This is on Facebook, so I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, this is just someone's Facebook post of the fire from the other side, and it says a friend sent these pics and said he believes this was possibly Tom Selleck's summer home at one point. Not other than this guy, Mark. We should get on Facebook. This is all the information. Some fella named Mark said, "Not ever Tom Selleck's. That rumor has been flying since the '80s."
I told you.
Why? Why?
Yep.
Dude, that's I can't. We
It was
gotta
the 80s that
think
I was a kid.
of some ridiculous ass rumor that would just be dumb to make it up, so
Yeah.
no one will ever question it. Like,
Right.
oh yeah, that's Tom Selleck's house.
Right. We'll come up with the next one. Yeah, Alice Cooper's house.
No one can disprove it. Yeah, dude, LaBarber's cousin or something. I think Alice Cooper's like wife is like a dance instructor, and I feel like Steve's like cousin or something was like in her dance class.
Okay.
And like there was some story that I'm sure he would tell better, but like they were like they had no idea like when they were little kids. They're like that's who like the dance teacher lady's husband was, and
Sure.
like one day they were dropping her off, and like Alice Cooper walked out, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I don't
amazing.
know where they live. In California or something.
Yeah.
I think California. Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
Alice Cooper. School's out, kids. School's out.
Yeah, Alice Cooper without the makeup's very funny.
Yeah.
He just looks like a nerd.
I
He
bet.
looks like a fucking total geek. He's got no chin, giant nose.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking, just like Revenge of the Nerds or something.
That's great.
So we're zoning in on the Stephen Page show. One more.
Yes, we
We're
are.
getting closer and closer.
We are getting closer. It's just over a month away now.
Oh, wow. I didn't know we were that close. Now I'm scared.
Take it easy. You'll be fine.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
You're the middle act.
Oh, no. Yeah, that is the sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's the best.
So, yep, Friday, June 6th.
Yeah, the other guy's got to break the ice. The other guy's got to sell all the tickets. We're just fucking sitting in the middle. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the money spot for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everybody that listens comes out. It's going to be great.
Well, there are no tickets.
No,
It's free.
It's free.
Just come and spend your money on booze.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And if you buy enough beers, I'll do it again.
And you're going to have a bunch of
With,
food vendors.
Oh, we're gonna have a bunch of food vendors. There's gonna be a whole bunch. There's gonna be quite a variety of food. You're gonna be able to get Greek food. You'll be able to get barbecue.
Chinese chicken.
No. I don't think we're going with that.
Someone should make a special item. This chicken to China to Chinese chicken.
I know they
for
should.
the event.
They really should. But we've got there's candy vendors. So if you bring your kids, there's like candy and stuff like that. Baked goods. We got it all, really, except pizza.
Interesting. Well, we got enough of that around here. I wonder if they ever had any.
The pizza shops didn't want to do it for some reason.
They probably, I don't know. They're
Didn't
selling
make
up
sense
as
to
it is,
me.
I guess. I
but
don't know.
Whatever.
I wonder if they, like, their band name was the Bare Naked Ladies. And I wonder if, like, in the early days, they had trouble, like, I know from experience, certain band names that people don't want to put on a flyer for some reason. There's some reason they don't want to put you in their newspaper.
No.
Yeah, I wonder if they had trouble, like, with Bare Naked Ladies in the early days.
I don't
Because
know.
they're not, like, a punk band. They're, like, a really nice pop, but they're, like, for everybody. Like, everybody
know.
can enjoy them. They're,
For
like,
sure.
Yeah,
No doubt about it. Yeah, they're a total pop band.
Yeah.
pop rock.
Yeah, like take your kids. Of course, it's great for kids. They're fun songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
The name Bare Naked Ladies. I'm sure. I don't know if anyone ever, you advertise that. And how many times did a bunch of like drunken frat bros show up and get really upset that there was this like alt rock band?
Yeah, I know.
The fuck is this?
Those aren't even chicks. I'm super stoked about this show. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm super stoked that you guys are playing it. This is all joking aside, like I am gonna continue to do this. We started Ray and I started a production company, and we're gonna be putting out bands like this constantly.
Yeah, man.
We're only going to do a couple this year, but starting next year, we're going to do, next year, we're looking at doing at least 4 to 6.
Nice. And it's building. These are the seeds of building.
Exactly. So get ready, because Lewiston's going to rock.
Hell yeah. That's what I want.
I know.
I'm smack dab in the middle of it. I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah.
I know. I love when there's like a lot of music happening around. Like there's something at Art Park, and then we're playing a gig at the Griffin, and then someone else is playing over here, or Jazz Fest. I'm like, I feel like I'm at a festival, but I have a really fucking awesome tent.
Right.
Like a pretty sick 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom tent.
Yes. Hell yeah.
You just walk around. There's different bands playing everywhere. It's pretty cool.
Yep. We're going to, you know what I meant to mention to you, we're going to Black Rose in August.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're playing at Turning Stone.
It's like a casino?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours.
Oh, nice.
You guys should come. There's still
When
tickets.
is it?
August 1st.
August 1st. Possibly. Now I got to do the 2nd. Maybe. I want to go.
You can drive back that night.
Yeah. I want to go see the Sex Pistols. They're playing at the Agora Theater in Cleveland, October 1st. But it's not. It's everyone except for Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer. But it's like Glenn Matlock, Steve Jones, and Paul, whatever, the drummer.
I think every English band has someone named Jones in it.
Yeah. Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, but that would be sick, because I love the Sex Pistols, man. That fucking album was so big for me. And Steve Jones is just a bad motherfucker on the guitar.
Right.
That would be cool. There's a couple things. Dude, Kevin Smith's fucking, we talked about this in the last one, I think. He's touring Dogma.
Yeah,
I
know.
want to go
That's
see it.
crazy.
And like every fucking night, they're like kind of close as I have a gig. Or like,
oh, really?
I have a gig the next day, and if you go to a Kevin Smith Q&A,
yeah,
it's going to be like 5 hours long.
Sure.
It's probably going to go till 3 a.m.
Sure.
And I can't, in good conscience, go to an all-night Q&A and then drive home from Pittsburgh and then get up on stage with the band and be like, guys, ready to go. I'm going to be fucking brain dead.
Wow.
I don't have the stamina for that type of shit anymore.
Nah, I know. I understand. I'm a little tired just from moving Amy's mom a little bit today.
A busy day. Well, that was an interesting way to put that.
You all know what I mean.
Yeah. Moving her stuff. Well, yeah, we got some homies coming by. You got some 2 gigantic fucking steaks that we're going to grill up.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I got some of the hot dogs from the butcher box. They made the little cocktail wieners that were really good.
Yeah.
They haven't been available.
No?
I don't know. Every time she puts in an order for the subscription, they haven't been
Can't
available.
get 'em?
So we got the big ones, and we'll just have to pretend.
We're doing hot dogs, too?
I'll throw some hot dogs on there. Yeah, we got steaks, we got dogs, we got fucking potatoes, we got this broccoli salad I'm going to make. I got all sorts
Are
of
those
shit
guys
we'll
eating
make
here, too?
I think so. Smidge is coming.
Okay.
I don't know if Philo I ran into. I've been running into people all over town today. Yeah. No, whatever. We got some homies. We'll take a little break here, and we'll pop back on. Maybe we'll have a guest. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Okay, bye.
We'll be back.
Okay, hello, we're back.
So I got a quick little story. My best friend, who is also a lawyer, his office is in Niagara Falls, and as anyone around here knows, Niagara Falls is a real shithole. And
It's a funky place.
it sure is. So he's moving his office to Lewiston, and he sent this video this morning to his partner saying, "This is why we're moving from Niagara Falls to Lewiston." And it was a homeless man standing in front of their building, using the front door as a mirror while he shaved his chest and balls. You can't make this shit up.
That's amazing.
Dude, I have the video.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes.
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, I know. You can't see his balls, don't worry.
Oh, okay. I'm just sorry.
I don't know if I want to, but...
Yeah, I kind of have to at this point. That's hilarious. Using it as a mirror. I guess, the world becomes your playground. Everywhere is his house. These people, they say they're homeless. He's like, everywhere is his home. The rest of us are confined to just our one home. He treats the whole place like it's his fucking personal playground.
Oh, no, I must have erased it.
Oh, oh no. Is it in your, super fucking, your hidden folder with all your naughty stuff?
There it is. There you go.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shaving his chest.
He's shaving his chest. And then
Wow.
at the end of the video, he moves down.
It's very sunny, and it's in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got an interview or something.
So he's shaving his chest and his balls?
Yes.
What's the interview for?
I don't know. He looks a little more, spry than I anticipated. I don't know. I anticipated some, real... He looks like he's, actually on a mission. He looks like this isn't weird.
Yeah. Well,
he's not
he's
like
a crackhead.
I guess, yeah. He's just,
He looks like this isn't weird.
he looks like he's, he's not, that out of it. He seems like he's on a mission. He looks like me shaving in the mirror in my bathroom. But,
And then he walks away.
Yeah. Sure. As they tend to do. Yeah. So, I think we've talked about Rob Shots before.
Oh, yeah.
It's this thing on Instagram.
Definitely.
He's a photographer who follows, all the stuff that happens in the falls. And every time we go play a gig, we come home, and then that night we go, what happened today?
Yeah.
There's always shootings and gang stuff. It's like a fucking episode of The Wire. There was
really
one.
is.
Did you hear about the guy who's fucking, drove over the fucking... was it this? Yes, it was this one. A 42-year-old Niagara Falls man miraculously survived an approximately 150 feet plunge into the Niagara Gorge Wednesday after his vehicle went over the edge.
No, I did not see this.
So this dude is, the basic story is, all right, so a woman near the aquarium, around 6:25 p.m. on Wednesday, April 2nd, New York State Park Police were dispatched to a main entrance at the aquarium for a report of an injured male. A woman saw the male while walking up Upper Mountain Trail and called 911. Upon arrival, they made contact with the guy. I'm not going to say his name. No, I ain't no rat. But he was suffering multiple injuries, and they fucking had emergency medical services to the scene. And then they found pretty much he had broken bones, lacerations, he was all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
So the story is that he fucking drove his car over the fucking edge of the gorge.
Wow.
And rolled and went down 150 feet down the fucking side of the goddamn gorge. And his car finally, before it hit the water, landed in some trees and shit.
Wow.
He went down and fucking toppled. Now look at the picture. You see the little white truck? Almost
my
more than
God,
halfway
dude,
down
are you
the...
fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Dude, literally saved by, Jesus. It's it'd be a thing where, Jesus put his hand out and saved this fucking guy.
Seriously.
He's heading for the fucking water, and his truck just got stuck in the bushes and stuff, and he crawled out and crawled up. Not going to say the guy was fucking hammered, but sounds like some hammered-ass shit to just kind of walk out of that.
That's incredible.
And crawled up the gorge and just went to the aquarium, I guess. He's like, I want to go see some fucking sea lions. But yeah, that one was pretty wild.
Maybe that was his goal to begin with. He was driving into the water thinking that there were sea lions down there.
Yeah. Is that the aquarium? It's a big aquarium.
It's huge.
Yeah, man. That was... So usually when you look at Rob Shots, you usually do see a car in a place that a car shouldn't be.
Yeah.
There,
absolutely.
literally up a tree.
Uh-huh.
There was one where it drove into the side of a building, and it was an outline of the car with the mirrors and everything, a Bugs Bunny, went through the wall kind of a thing, and it's just the outline of the guy. There's a lot of shit. And then there's also a lot of, SWAT team pulling up on a fucking house and finding a bunch of guns and drugs and shit.
Oh, that's fun. Mm-hmm. So speaking of hammered drivers, did you hear about this guy? The guy driving the Amazon truck?
Mm-mm.
So there's a bike path right next to this throughway. There's somewhere down south. I'm not sure exactly where. Somewhere in like Mississippi or Missouri.
Fucking Blue Jays are annoying.
Yeah.
That's a Blue Jay.
I got him at my house, too. Yeah. So he's driving on the bike path.
Yeah.
The Amazon truck.
Okay.
On the bike path.
That's a big truck.
Next to the throughway.
Wow.
So someone's videoing this and they call the police. And the guy gets to the neighborhood that he's got to go to, and he drives through and right into their living room.
Oh my God.
And he has a note on the dashboard that says, to police, don't worry, I'm allowed to drive lit. There's a picture of the note.
Wow.
Like, and it looks like a little kid wrote it because he was hammered.
Yeah. So he thinks just like he's an Amazon employee. He's like, I'm a fucking Bezos man.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking government employee. Bezos is sending bitches into the fucking rocket ships. He's sending bitches into outer space. So we're above your laws.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God,
to
it was
drive
fucking
lit.
fantastic. I was like, this guy's fucking great.
Yeah, that's a big truck. And they have interest, like the taillights on the back of the truck are the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I was like driving down the throughway the other day and there was like 3 of them around me.
Yeah.
And it kind of started feeling like that scene in iRobot when Will Smith's driving and the automatic trucks all start boxing him in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the robots are going after him.
Yeah.
It was a little freaky.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm in the fucking future now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be funny. He drives into their fucking living room and smashes everything and then gets out and puts their package of toothpaste on and then takes a picture of it. Like, delivery
Reverses
satisfactory with the fucking thumbs up thing.
Yeah, not even to your front door anymore. Right into your
Right
living
in
room.
the living room, yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one. The video is outstanding.
That's a big truck to be driving on a bike path.
It wasn't. It was the tires were on both sides of the bike path. It was good stuff.
Fucking, there was one, I think it might have been on Rob Shots. There was one, it was a U-Haul that, like, crashed into the fucking gas station, like, into the pumps. Like, I don't know if he was trying to pull in or pull out or something, but it was crashed in. It was always a fucking mess. It was a goddamn all sorts of fucked up. And the guy was probably intoxicated, I'm going to assume.
Sure.
But it said he had no license and, like, he had a warrant out or something. It was all these things where I'm like, how the fuck did this guy get a U-Haul?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, seriously.
Dude.
His girlfriend rented it for him. She
I
just
guess
don't
so.
drink.
Yeah, don't drink. You gotta help my mom move her stuff. He's hammered pulling
And
U-Haul. Yeah.
Just sloppy drunk. Mm-hmm. My old boss was always like in a panic. This was back in my early 20s when I worked for the currency exchange company. He was always like in a panic, always in a rush, no matter what, because he was always behind. He just was unorganized, really. It was what it really came down to.
Yeah, sure.
But ran a great business, and it was a great job. But he was at the Tim Hortons on the corner the one morning getting gas before he went to Canada. And he went in, paid for the gas, came out, got in the car, drove away. The pump was still in the car.
Yeah.
So the fucking, he's dragging the thing down Elmwood.
Yeah.
He's dragging the hose down Elmwood fucking, when he's like, what the fuck is that noise? And he fucking looks and he's like, oh my God. So he turns around, goes back, takes it out of the car, drops it off, says sorry, leaves.
Yeah, that's not rare. I saw a video the other day of like these guys were like they saw a car that had the hose sticking out of the back and they're following this chick and she gets out and she's like a hot chick.
Yeah.
And she's like starts yelling at him for following her because she thinks they're like creeping on her or something. And
Yeah.
she starts really going in at him and they're filming this whole thing and she's like flipping the fuck out. And then finally when she stops talking, he goes, he just points and he's like, hey, we were gonna tell you that they had the hose. And she turns, she's like, oh fine. She goes out, she takes the hose out and gets in the car with it. Like,
Really?
you know what I mean? Yeah. And then drives off like all mad.
Yeah.
And I think she was like, thanks, I guess.
Thanks, I guess. Yeah, you're welcome, bitch.
Yeah. That is the thing. And yeah, you've seen
We're
the
not
meme
all creepers.
of like people driving away
Some
with
of
the
us are
thing
trying to
on
help.
it. And that could have been a rom-com. That could have been, Cameron Diaz is all, she's all, fucking scatterbrained and
Sure.
she drives away with the thing. And then, Jake Gyllenhaal or one of them fuckers pulls up behind her and that's how they meet.
Yeah.
It could have been a good thing. And this bitch fucking just ignored Cupid's arrow.
Yeah.
But it does feel like, and as a music producer guy, when you stand up from your desk with your headphones on and you forget to take them off,
Yep.
you're in the midst of a creative fucking thing. and then it pulls the cord pulls your headphones off your head.
Yeah.
And then I've seen the meme of them someone driving away from the pump with the thing, and it's like that's what it feels when a producer stands up from the desk and forgets he's wearing headphones, and you just like get tugged back, like a dog on a leash or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super funny. So you got any more gigs coming up here soon?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
April, let me look at the calendar. Oh, I was looking at Rob Shot stuff, see if there's anything interesting. Everything, like every third one is just a car where there shouldn't be a car.
Yeah.
This one's just off the side of the road. A lot of shit happens at that 7-Eleven on Pine Avenue, which used to be the spot I went to.
Yeah.
I lived right up there. It's like every day, go get the 6-pack of Heineken, some bullshit fucking food, go home. You know, I was not living a healthy life. But that's where I had the story. Remember that old lady, some crazy old lady was in there one day, and me and Steve were in line. And she had like a half a gallon of milk. And she just like put it on his arm.
Yeah.
Like she just rested it like on his arm. And we both looked at each other like, what the fuck? He goes, that's pretty cold. I like, didn't know. What do you say to a thing like that?
Hey, what do you say to that?
And then she just kind of
pretty cold.
puttered around and was a nah. And we're like, that was weird. And then when I'm at the register paying for our shit, she was like standing right next to me for some reason. And I reached my hand out to like get the change, and she slapped my arm.
Okay.
And I was like, I retreated. I'm like, what the fuck? No. What are you doing? Stop it. And then, like, I went out and she slapped my arm again. I started yelling at this lady.
Really?
And I realized, like, if you spend too much time in the falls, it'll start to get into your fucking bones.
For sure.
Now I'm in a 7-Eleven yelling at an old lady. Yelling at a fucking crackhead lady. That's out of character for me. You know what I mean?
That's a little out of character for you, I'd
Fuck
say.
off, lady. What are you doing? It was fucking weird. So that
That's
7-Eleven gets robbed almost twice a day.
Yeah,
I feel like it's commonplace now. Like a guy
it definitely is.
in a mask walks in and they just go, "Oh, hey man, how you doing?" And they just give him the shit and
They're
he
at the
walks
top
out.
of the list for murder per capita now.
The Falls is?
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad, man.
It is.
'Cause it is quite lovely. When you go to like the good spot, it's great.
There's a couple good spots. There's pockets. There are pockets. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. But there are much larger pockets that are
I know,
bad.
it's scary. I'm sure that's having some sort of psychological effect on us, like having that be like right above the hill.
It's
and
right there.
We're in our little paradise here, and it's like the Purge or something. Like just outside of our walls is chaos, and we're sitting here, you're drinking a fucking glass of wine while the birds are chirping.
Yeah. Got a nice glass of Bordeaux here.
Yeah, we're just living like it's the fucking 50s down here.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
just above the hill, there's fucking a
There's
fucking
chaos.
SUV driving into the roof of a house and a fucking stabbing at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Fucking homeless guy shaving his balls in the window.
Yeah, it's all 5 short miles away.
Yeah. Well, until then, let's enjoy the downfall, I guess.
Well, I mean, I feel like that. That it's weird because it's down, but like that escarpment is really a barrier. It is a blockade.
Fucking pretty cool thing. A little video about the escarpment the other day, and just like how actually long, like that ridge is like really long.
Oh yeah.
And it's like some oldest landmass. God, I'm so fucking dumb. I should have. Like, this was like weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I'll be able to pull that up. And it's now
Sure.
I'm this far into the conversation. I'm like, I don't remember
we lost
shit. It was some cool thing about the escarpment, and it was all the history of it, and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool because I'm looking at it right now. It's right there.
I can see it.
Yeah. Hey, we hike up. Everybody, I highly suggest going to the Top Art Park and hiking up the new block stairs. They did this stair set that's rocks. Yeah, we do it almost every day. Didn't do it today.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The view is pretty great. I told you we walked up. It's like you're up in the clouds, it feels like. And it's like, you're looking down the river. It's fucking beautiful.
Cool. That's great.
And I walked up and there's a dude leaning back on his elbow on one of the rocks. He has a big beard. He's smiling. Pretty sure he had a bag full of beers. And he's got his phone playing Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Really?
The Bob Dylan version.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And I'm like, nice, dude. Just living on. He just like smiled and gave us like a peace sign. It was fucking great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's a hell of a walk. We go down to the river. Apparently there's some type of fish that they all just drop dead and float up to the shore once in a while.
Okay.
Because we went down the stairs to the river, and there was just all these weird little mackerel-looking fucking fish.
Really?
Just like, tons of them, just dead, floating, and they all washed up right there. I thought some fisherman like dropped his bucket or something. It was really weird.
That's odd. I wonder, what's the reasoning behind that?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Philo. He knew. He was like a type of fish that did it. I thought it was some sort of satanic fucking thing or something.
It might be a ritual.
But let me find. I thought I had a video of it. Did I get rid of it? Whatever, it's gone. But we're down there, we're looking at all these dead fish, and then a dog ran up and started smelling the fish.
Yeah.
And the guy up top is, here it is. The guy up top is fucking yelling at his dog,
Oh, wow.
trying to get the dog back. He's at the top of the stairs.
Those aren't perch, are they?
I don't know. But look how many there are.
That's what I'm saying. That is odd. There's so many.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of them.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to come upon in the morning.
is
It's a
weird.
weird thing to walk up to. You're like, someone's poisoning the fucking water or something. Don't tell fucking RFK about this. But there's a dog sniffing him, and the guy's up top yelling at his fucking dog. And I go run up the stairs, and that stair set's a killer. It'll fucking get you.
Oh, yeah.
And I get up to the top, and the guy goes, "You play guitar, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "What's up, man?" he's a super nice guy. He comes to the jug. He was there last night.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. He was super cool. And we just started chatting, but I was like totally out of breath.
You play guitar, don't you?
And I did forget this. As we're talking about, hey, playing guitar, yeah, Wednesday's been fucking great, man, blah, blah, blah. And as we're doing this, the two dogs he has, one of them starts mounting the other one, trying to fucking get his hump on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just giggled and pointed at him. I was like,
Attaboy, get him.
Yeah.
Go get her.
Dude, I remember the one time when we were kids, we were just little teenage, little skateboard punks at our friend's house, and we smoked weed inside or drank all the fridge beer or something that teenagers do. And my buddy's mom's yelling at him. And as she's yelling, his dogs were just these fucking lunatics, and they were always humping.
Yeah.
And as she's standing there yelling at us, but over her shoulder, like a fucking cartoon, the dogs are just going at it. And we're all just going like, sorry, and also trying to not fucking burst into laughter.
Right.
She can't really,
That's
it takes like the
fantastic.
seriousness of the authority away when
Yeah.
something so silly is happening. Just like
Right.
watching a dog dick flop around.
The Red Rocket.
Yeah.
The Red Rocket is going.
Yeah. So there's a lot of gigs, of course. I'm gonna put out like a May calendar because there's a lot in May. But definitely May 22nd at the Cavs with Roy G. Biv.
Okay.
That'll be cool, and some other bands I wish I knew. These are all things I'll look up.
Sure.
You can look them up. You can probably find them faster than I can. But yeah, man, May will be busy. The summer will be busy. A lot
It's
at the
gonna be a
Griffin.
busy summer.
Get
Yeah.
the Griffin fucking cooking outside.
Yeah, we're gonna get both of them going. Get both of them going strong.
Yeah, man. So all y'all out there, keep coming out to the gigs. Keep listening to the shows.
Yeah, make sure you come out to again on Friday, June 6th.
Friday, June 6th. That's the big one.
Yep, Stephen Page, Biv will be opening,
Yes.
and it's gonna be a great show.
And Tone Ma, right?
Tone Ma will be the first opener.
And then it'll be a special, a softer side of Roy G. Biv. It's an all acoustic night.
Go get your breakfast at Ciro's Restaurant. They're one of our main sponsors. And if you ever need any sprinkler help, go to American Waterworks. And
I like this. I feel like a real show.
right? yeah, we're getting sponsors now, buddy.
Yeah.
So make sure if you don't know how to contact them, contact me, and I will set you up. And come out to the shows, and it's gonna be a great summer.
Yeah, man, it is. And we're all hanging out back here, having a good time, being
So beautiful out.
Don't you feel safe because we're protected by the security cameras from Blink security cameras.
There we go.
If you guys want to send me 2 more and a light,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Can we just do that? Can we just start naming fucking companies and they'll send us shit?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I do want a light because there's been a fox sniffing around. You ever hear a fox bark in the middle of the night?
I have not actually.
Yo.
Did I ever tell you about the time though that my dad was hunting, and
Did you have something to say? Why was she saying that?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Seemed important, and we just ignored her.
So my dad was hunting with his buddy Mark, and all of a sudden they just hear this screeching sound, right? And all of a sudden this female fox, goes running by with a male attached to her.
What do you mean attached?
I mean, they were fucking,
And running at the same time?
and she started running because she heard the gunshot,
Oh.
and he was still in there, and she clenched, and he couldn't get out.
God. Oh, my God.
Yes. So like they were like, what the fuck? And the fox on the top is trying to get out but can't get out. And the one on the bottom,
Oh, no, the wine.
it's just hauling ass.
And he's just being dragged by
Just
his
dragged
fox dick.
by his dick.
Oh, that's
Yes.
fucking hilarious.
Yes, it's amazing.
Oh, you never saw that shit in the cartoons.
I got a little animated on the
Oh,
last
that's
part of the show.
hilarious.
Thank
That's
you.
so fucking funny.
Yeah. So I think we can end the show on that.
Yeah, we can. Here's the fox barking. This is what we were sound asleep, and this is what I woke up and heard.
Thank you.
You hear that shit?
Yeah, I heard it.
Fucking horrifying.
That is horrifying.
We're just both sound asleep in bed, and then she's like, "What was that?" And he was right over there, man.
Wow.
He was chilling. I think he was chasing another like neighborhood cat. An outside kitty was on the chair, just like laying low. And then as soon as outside kitty saw us, he's like, "Yeah, I'm coming in.
I'm coming in."
Just came in. And so yeah, I want to get a Blink security system. Send me a light to keep
we
the
need a
fucking
light.
fox away.
We need a light to keep the show going.
Yeah, that's goddamn funny. All right, so shout out to the fox. Shout out to Tom Selleck. Sorry about it. It's a fundraiser for Tom Selleck to build a new house.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be so confused by all of this. We should send him a basket.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Captain's nug of thoughts.
Yep. We'll see you next
y'all
time.
later. See ya.